Well, we back another episode, man. We're gonna bring Coach Fortin up in here. Shit, he's already up in here. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
All right. We talked last week. You only had a couple games in. We're in week 5 now. You got a chance to play PCD after missing a game to Smithfield last week. How'd that game go today?
Not good. We were okay in the first half. We're up 7-0. We made a lot of mistakes in the first half, and then we couldn't sustain. The second half they made their adjustments. They were moving the ball. We made some adjustments. We were up 7-0 in the fourth quarter, and then that was it. We couldn't sustain what we wanted to do, and we ended up losing 16-7.
16-7. That's a tough loss in a division that's very very tight right now. And I ain't gonna blame it on any type of reason, but now we're going on winning percentage. There's not a lot of spaces left in your division. Ponagansett looks to be running away with it. Scoring, putting 50 up or just about. Xavier.
Yeah, no, Ponagansett seems to be, the big dog in D4. I had the opportunity to see the game yesterday, and to be honest, I mean, they get a lot of guys on their program. Their coaching staff has been together for a long time, so they got a good continuity, and it looks like it's a good machine, and they know what they're doing. So they're gonna be a tough battle for anybody. We get to have the opportunity to play them this upcoming week, so it's something to look forward to.
Was you at the game last night? Because I know you go to a lot of games when your games are not scheduled. Whether it's scouting or just enjoying the game.
Yeah, me and my coaching staff, because we have to play Ponagansett, so we scouted them. We saw Ponagansett versus Situate.
All right, now I know you're about to go take off on the road, so I don't want to keep you long, Coach. You really have a lot of work to do this week.
Yeah, it's I keep telling everybody, and everybody keeps looking at me with 15 heads. We're a young team. When you lose 12 seniors in Division 4 and you don't have a big roster, that's a big hole. And as much as I like to, say, hey, we can rebound from it, it's very tough to do so. We lost 12 starting seniors. Now, not just seniors who didn't play; they were starters. Now we come back with, young kids. We come back with first-year seniors who've never played, and we're trying to get them acclimated with football, with what we do. Sometimes you're going to have some good plays. Sometimes you're not going to have good plays. Sometimes where you need them to step up. You need some big plays to happen. They don't have the experience to make that happen. So that was, on showcase today when we needed certain things to be done. Our inexperience showed up. We weren't able to execute all 4 quarters, I should say.
Yeah, you said it. You said it best. You got to play all 4 quarters, and you said it in the beginning of the season when media outlets was saying that you and Pano was going to meet up in the Super Bowl, and you said that's saying a lot for a team that lost 12 starters.
Yeah, it's I like the optimism from other people, but when you're inside the program, you have a better idea of what you have and what you don't have. We lost some really good players. Walker, Capwell, J.P. White. When you lose guys like that, it's very tough to rebound. Jacob Clausen was a really valid player for us. It's really tough to rebound. 12, again, 12 starters, 12 seniors graduate. Now you're trying to replace them with, guys who are juniors who, are given their all. They're competing. I'm not saying that they're not competing. They're out there. They're competing hard. And then you got first-year seniors who joined the program. And this is where it hurts when you don't come out and play football as your freshman, sophomore year to understand what the playbook is, to understand, what it's like to whether to play through like a small injury or what it takes to be a football player. You have to manage going to school, if you have to go to work, if you have some type of social life. And then you're going to deal with football. Then you're going to deal with film and the playbook. It's very tough if you don't have that experience. 1 year, and then you're asked to be the starter and handle what needs to be handled. It's a large task to try to handle. And today it hurt.
Yeah, definitely. And you're on to a game that is basically a must win. Your next week, and every game now is like our coach Washington said earlier that he was telling me in private. He said, every game's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, when you just play division games, it's you have to win them. There's no room for error. And we lost to Davies. That was a big loss for us. Again, it was very competitive, 12-6. We have a week off, and then because Smithfield had to cancel, and then we get ready for PCD. And again, it's another fight, another tough fight. You lose 16-7. The first half, I believe, if I remember correctly, and don't quote me on it, but I believe we held them to under 40 or under 50 yards of offense. Our defense really, paved the way. They kept us going. Offensively, we would move the ball, but then we would have a turnover or we would have a penalty. And you can't continuously do that and suspect it and think you're going to win a game. It just doesn't work that way. So now we have to shift our focus to Ponagansett, who they're averaging 50 points a game. They're shutting everybody out. And again, kudos to that coaching staff. I got a good relationship with Coach Cook. I'm pretty sure I won't talk to him this week. He has a rule about that, but they've got good coaching staff and they got a good program over there. So it's going to be a tough outing for us.
I didn't hear from Coach Cook last night. I thought he was going to come on. He said after I win, I'll be on. But shout out to what he's doing. Yeah, he's in a division and he's just running away with it. And I know it kind of hurts him a little because more people are saying, "Hey, what are you doing there? You should be in another division." And he can only play who he has in front of him.
Well, that's the thing, and I get it. Should he be in D3? Yeah, he should be in D3, but he's in D4. So guess what? You have to put 11 guys out there, and you have to play with the hand that you dealt. He's in D4. If anybody has a problem with that, go out there and beat him. That's the only answer to it. Now, we have to put something together. We have to get out there and be competitive and execute. Now, that's a team that you can't turn the ball over. You give them more offensive opportunities, they're going to put a whole bunch of points on you. So, again, kudos to Coach Cook and that coaching staff and them players. They're really tuned in, and they're really doing a great job.
Coach, have you heard about any other games today before I let you go?
No, once I'm in the game, I don't, my phone is not near me. I haven't really looked at it. The only text I got was from my wife and from you. And I just talked to my coaching staff. We had a little meeting here with the coaches that were able to stay and, just reflected on a couple things, write down some notes. And, I'll find out what the other scores were. We'll deal with this loss. We'll look at the film. We'll rebound, and we'll have to make adjustments. And then we'll have to prepare for Ponagansett.
As you see, Coach Fortin's still in the office. Gonna get ready for Ponagansett. On to Ponagansett now. All right, Coach. Good luck. Enjoy your weekend. I'm sure we'll definitely talk soon. But yeah, good luck next week against Ponagansett. Coach Fortin, EWG. You can follow him on most social medias at mostly Coach Fortin.
Yeah, you can get me on Twitter at Coach Fortin. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to PCD. I don't know if they'll hear this, but the referee said a lot of good things about both programs. Very respectful, really good young. He was like, I didn't have the opportunity to tell the coach that the referee was on his way out, so I'm going to try to get that message over to him. And kudos for that coaching staff. The head coach wasn't able to be there. So the assistants really stepped up. They put a game plan together, and they made a great adjustment in the fourth quarter. And they came out with a victory. So kudos to
How
them.
was
And we're back to the drawing board as of tomorrow.
How was the officiating in your game? Decent?
Uh,
Okay, enough said. All right,
to
Coach
be
Fortin.
honest, there's some questionable call. Well, it was brought up already, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at the film, and there's a couple of questionable calls. A lot of holding that wasn't called. So I want to go back and I want to take a look at it to make sure that we're seeing the same thing. There was a questionable call on a screenplay. Was the player's knee down? Things like that happen in the game, and it's a judgment call. And and then unfortunately, I didn't see a lot of it. I was looking at something else. So we'll go back. We'll take a look at the film, and if there's an abundance of it, if there is a lot of that, I'm gonna do what we all should do. I'm gonna cut up the video and I'm gonna send it to the coach. I'm gonna send it to the referee association. Said, hey, these are things why us as coaches get a little upset about, more for educational purposes. If in fact, there was a lot that was missed, because again, out in C games, and some of these kids are pretty fast. Some of the game happens, but it's been a big question mark this year with the referees in some calls. But I'm going to hold my judgment until I can go back and take a look at some film and see for myself, and make a decision at that point.
All right, Coach Fortin, EWG Scarlet Knights head coach. Shout out to you guys over there, and we'll definitely talk soon, Coach.
All right, thank you, Mike. I'll talk to you soon.
Coach Fortin checking in. I wanted to check in with him real quick, but thank you, everybody. Shout out to the people that make this possible. You're looking to buy a home, check out Coldwell Banker, Coastal Homes. Give Mark Wright a call. Big shout out to Emerson Kilgar over there at 401 Strength and Fitness. And if you're looking to get recruited, R&R Elite Recruits, claim your 7-day free trial today.